Belize Watch. Knowledge of the past, impacting the present, building the future.
Jump and shout all over the nation. We're breaking out with a new creation.
93-year-old Ernest Revers recently sat down with our Belize Watch team. He shared some of his life stories with us. These include working on the river boats, being a cowboy on a rice farm, and working in the mahogany camps. We will have his story after we hear from our partners, Belize Tourism Board, the Barry, and Shell Belize Limited.
We are the Barry, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio Cayo, Orange, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Barry. Get more? Be less.
Shell V-Power with 3 times more cleaning and friction reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
Unique, breathtaking, diverse are just some of the words that come to mind when describing Belize. To sustain the wonder, the beauty, the rich ecosystems around us, we must protect our wildlife, our trees, our marine life, and our barrier reef. For the future, for the next generation. This is our Belize. Respect it, cherish it, love it.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You da you and me da me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
With me is Mr. Ernest Revers. And when we say Revers, we're not saying R-I-V-E-R-S. We're saying R-E-V-E-R-S, right? Revers, right? That's the way I pronounce it, right? Ernest Revers.
Yes, sir.
Now let's get to know you, Mr. Ernest Revers. Where are you originally? What part of Belize are you from? Let's look at your parents. Let's look at where you grew up. Born and grew up.
Big Fall,
Big Falls in the Belize district.
in Belize district. That claims to say as Big Fall claim as halfway to Cayo by river. So when the police only come from Cayo Falls to Big Fall, and from Big Fall to Belize and Belize district. So the police from Cayo come at the Cayo district, only come from the Big Fall. If anything happen, no?
So the boundaries between the Cayo district and the Belize district at Big Falls, where you were born,
Yes.
right? And that's in Belize, is what we call the Belize River Valley too, right?
How they have the fall right in front of my door. I live right by the fall. So when the Cayo boat they come there and over them whole day before they cross over the fall. How they have a line where they come and when they come they hail my father. Sometimes we go help them over the fall. So you get in the water and run one line, carry on way long distance, carry the line and tie it from a tree. And we bring it and put it back on the boat. 2 months on this side and 2 months on the next side. And they went to boat till they get over. And then they get over, then they put on the barge onto the boat. Then the first barge come, you went that over the run again. And another barge come and then join it onto that and went it over again. Sometimes the boat to turn over. Sometimes the barge turn over, everything gone. And then we are diver, we dive it up. Sometimes we dive a lot of things for them.
So this Big Falls crossing that you're talking about is, let's paint the picture properly for our folks. We are talking about there were no roads in the country at the time.
No road in the country.
So
have a wire line by the riverside. Wire line, go to Cayo.
yeah. So if you want to go to Cayo, to today's San Ignacio, Santa Elena, you have to walk along this wire line.
Walk along the wire line. So then them have phone. You only have one phone at certain person's house. So if you want to call, you have to go wait at somebody's house. Sometimes you have one by Flowers Bank, and you have one in Cookie Tree, and have one other one. Double head cabbage, I mean. Double head cabbage. So you have to walk away there if you tap on my phone.
So you were born in Big Falls, right?
Born in
Big Falls.
yes.
What was it like growing up in Big Falls, looking at all this activity that you told me about, the boats being pulled over, and it being the crossing
When the
from...
boats get there now, they have to put everybody to walk from there to go over the fall. And sometimes till the boat cross over fall, then ladies they walk over and go to the head of the fall. They wash their clothes and everything, and they dry before the boat come over the fall. Because the whole full part that they have to winch. Run the line, and after you cross over that one, then you get to the next one and come out and have to run line again, tie to one tree. You know, tie to a tree, then 2 men on this side and 2 men on this side, and have a winch on the on the front of the boat, on the bow. And 2 men on this side, 2 men on that side, and have to wipe one handle, you know.
But how long that trip would take from today's Belize City to San Ignacio, to Cayo?
Man, sometimes boat take whole week because they have whole week, man.
A whole week, then people used to spend, and there was no other way to get there with the cargo and everything except through the river.
Only way. That make them lose a lot because, like the Chiclero, and the Chiclero from Cayo, and come on and sign man in Belize and going back. The whole going back, the boat turn over. Right at the fall, the boat turn over. Lose everything. But you find the Turks, he had the money, he had a big chest of money. After then he have a paddle shoot through the chest on the top. You have it bound with the string, and you have a paddle shoot through. So when the boat turn over, only that the man was looking for. You know, look for nothing else.
It's just some money.
This guy money.
Of course.
And same time, you see my grandma, same time we going to bush, going to Milpa. So they're going along now, and you never know about the money. So when you're going along now, we see this and paddle against the bamboo, and the paddle hook up, and that, I think the money was right on the paddle, man. The money hook right on the paddle, and I need the big chest of money. So that's a mistake.
So we're going on with the chest of money, man.
You're going to chase some money, man. Me auntie him is so vexed. Yeah, he never want to go to the bush the morning. And my auntie granny tell her, you have to go. And when you see the paddle, I want to go get the paddle. Left it till you come back. I want to go to the bush. And I rate the money there.
And you never pick up the paddle and get the money?
Pick up the paddle and the money, man. As we pass, man, the man come right in the bomb, the man get the big chest of money, man. That's all the man may want.
So the man did recover his money?
Yes, man, he get the money. I want that all the man may want. Because you may have all the gas, power, all that thing, you know.
Well, let's go back in time. What year more or less what you're telling me happened?
In the morning, well, after I get the money.
Where year more or less? 1930s? 40s?
But long in the party, so. So the man come show, man, and when that man come show and open the chest, man, and he spread out some leaf. I got a red handkerchief around his neck, man, and the man, he don't want nobody with a towel, man. The man got the note and they put the out for dry. So he dry, they roll it up, man. So he dry, they roll it up. And we watch now because we couldn't have that, man. But through me out, you know, you see what I mean?
So that's what was going through your mind?
Yeah, rich man, you say we may have, but at least that may give me a raise because I have plenty of money in this thing, man. And then I'm sorry after all, and then watching, man, you don't want nobody over there without that. Man, they sweat, man, and they dry, so they dry, they ball up, man, so they dry, they ball up. And said, look, man, look how we miss, sir. Through me, and through me, and that. We that may not be.
But maybe it was a good thing because the man would have maybe caught up that you all got his money and then come back up there.
You know me, I caught up because the same take when we take the same, if we pick it up the same time, that direct that middle power may go in. That's what I may go in our field. But and then a rich man, that chickly contractor.
Tell me about this. Okay, let's go back to you now. And you were born in Big Falls, and you went to school in Big Falls, or how did you go to school? Where did you go to school?
What about a mile we have to walk go to school in Esperanza School. In the morning we have to leave and walk about a mile or more. We go to school.
Wow.
Esperanza Bank.
Esperanza Bank.
Esperanza School, yes.
So the placement name Esperanza was...
Teacher was Madweed. Madweed, the teacher we have there. So all we have to walk and come down to the school at morning time. 9 o'clock we have.
And what do you remember the teaching they taught you in school? What do you remember of what you were taught in school?
Well, I remember a lot of things they taught in school, but he used to be a cruel teacher, man.
Oh, right.
That's how a teacher used to like very cruel, man.
It's the last show.
If that teacher me live in when I get big, I surely that me get one beaten back, man. And one day he gave me one beaten, man. I never forgot up to now. I still don't forget. You see a fella, big young man. You see you want to whip in your hand, and 10 cut in your hand with a stick. And sometimes you can't, you only done the hand swell. And the boy wouldn't make it lash him in the hand. Tell him, you say, if you want to lash him from my foot, you say, you could lash him from my foot, but not on my hand, because he said, when I go home, I have to beat rice. You see, when I go home now, my hand swell. Now you don't go tell me what you want to do. And the boy walk out of school. I see, and when he come out, he left a hat left inside. And I never knew he has that sheet safe and not nobody if he give him a hat. So the boy come by the window and tell me, say, hand me my hat, you know. I take the hat and I hand him through the window. Next day morning, when the teacher asked, who give him a hat? The boy, the co-hint tell and said, that me give the boy a hat. The teacher called me, man, and to my gracious. The teacher beat me in my hand, tell me hand feel no, man. My hand feel no, me swell fat.
Wow. How old are you right now as you're speaking to me?
I'm about a week after, I will be 94.
94. And you remember this incident that happened to you when you were a little boy? You still remember that beating?
About 10 to 12 years. 10 to 12 years.
10 to 12 years old. Yeah. Because then they used to tell, put out your hand, I agree with you. You know? I think even up to my era, they used to tell you, put out your hand, and then they lash in your hand, and you pull in this hand, and you put out the next one. And
no, he don't want the next one. He don't want
the
next one? No, he don't want the next one. No, give me the same one. Give me the same one. This one don't feel like a numb. Yeah. You know, on the next one. Or sometimes you find a boy jerk or you hand and jerk and you hand and whip it out, catch him on the foot. Well, that man, no, you want to get out the truth.
Yes.
And now you want to give him more. You see?
No. So, okay, so you went to school, and after school, you came out of school. How old were you when you left school?
I'm 10 already.
But when you left school, when you come out of school?
When I'm 14.
14?
Because you see, the school broke up and then changed the place. And one teacher come to Big Farm, and that teacher gave up teaching. So when the school opened in St. Paul Bank, well, I tell him, I don't want to go back to school again. I don't big idea, I want to go work. I'm 14 years, I know me not going back to school again. All the other fellas, they come back to school. I never come back to school. I got to work hard, man.
What kind of work you going to do?
Axe and machete, man.
Axe and machete, meaning the axe and the machete?
The axe with machete, yes, man. Falling mahogany, floating plantation. Me and my father, we got a milk pan. We fall big milk pan because we sell rice to the government. So the government here lend with money, and then they give a bag, and we get the rice and pack it up and bring it to him in Belize here and buy it from we. Then, yes.
So you all produce rice. Well, I know that area produce a lot of rice.
That's the people we live in, man. Sometimes a 3-4 truckload of rice we bring, man. Because we make big field. Yeah, me and my father and 4 brothers, we cut big milk pan. And so we lash off the rice and we pack it off, and only 6.15 with 100 pounds any time. 6.15.
You ever work for Big Falls Ranch or with Big Falls Ranch?
I used to be the cowboy there.
Big Falls Ranch? Yeah, where the Beaverses?
The bones them. And I used to be the cowboy taking care of all the cattle.
Okay.
So when I get near the pen over the cast man, the other man, a 3-year-old man, so everything that me have to put, that me have to cast them and put them to stick posts. So he give me a lot of trouble because me one, the other old man, he can't help me 3 of them, but me that one young boy, so that me have to do all the casting. Because if you find one have a sore and have to cast that one and dress that sore, then I'll catch one next one again and dress that sore. If you leave from that one, finish without a pen, you go to the next pasture. We have 4 different places that we have to pen cattle. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
But how that used to play now with the fact that you told me that you went to the mahogany camps, were you doing that simultaneously while you were working at Big Falls? Was there a season that you would go to the mahogany camps, or was it before or after?
After I done from Big Falls, I gone to mahogany work. I said 1952.
1952, you went into the mahogany work.
Back at Progresso.
And the road still was not yet built between Belize, Tong at Belize and Sanina and Cayo.
The road is to use through Mascal. And when you get to Mascal, you use one dory from there, if a paddle go to Bomba. And from Bomba over then you go to back at camp. Place they call it Polvo Cash. And that's how we camp. Then the ladies and left out of the main camp, and we have to go and camp, move to the back. Then weekend we come out of main camp. When we go back, because sometimes mahogany to fur.
So the mahogany works that you were with were in the Belize district and not on the Big Falls Cayo side. It was It was now in the Belize district and by Bomba, Mascal, and those areas there.
From Mascal, we paddle go to Bomba, and from there take the road, go to the place they call Polvo Cash.
So tell me about Polvo Cash.
Polvo Cash, my fellow Gabriel, me live there and he have a cattle farm. But afterward, they give up the place, and the cattle and a big house and everything live right there. Then they grow up in a bush and they don't come back. And there's a lot of cattle in there right there. So after we get there and start our work there, everyone, you $50 a head for each one, anything we want, horse, cow, anyone, $50. So the Mexican and Megani, they buy out a lot. And they cut them the big land and buy out a lot because they're selling cheap, $50 for any big cow or big horse, anyone. The Mexican and Chatamal, they buy a lot of it.
But $50 in those days was quite a good amount of money. What you could get out of $50 in those days?
Oh, no, $50, man. You could get plenty, man. At that time, flour, only $2.50 a sack. 250, 100 pounds.
$2.50 for 100 pounds of flour?
100 pounds of flour.
Okay.
And when you get back at camp, because they give me $21 a month and $2.50 ration. They give you $21 a month and $2.50 ration free.
That's in the mahogany camp?
Mahogany camp. Then you 7 quarts of flour, 4 pounds of pork.
That's your ration?
That's your ration. So you need your flour now, and you fry your pork and the same fat from the pork you need your flour with, and the same chips from the pork, you eat your tortilla with that. Yeah, that's what 7 and 4, they call it 7 and 4. So every Saturday now, them blowing a conch shell, everybody go to come and serve with your leaf bag, and you get your 7 quarts of flour, your 4 pounds of pork.
7 quarts of flour, the quart will have been measured in a cup.
In a quart.
Yeah, in a quart cup, right?
In a quart,
And then the
pork, 4 pounds.
Was
big in a junk, a big piece like that.
Yeah. And
that same one, you fry it and you knead your flour with the same.
You use the same oil from
the same oil.
Everything.
Yeah, the same oil from it, yeah.
How delicious was that in your mind? Was that really nice?
Yes, man. The chips of the pork, yes. But I used to be the champion, though.
Tell me about
they say I'm not boast by myself, but I'm the champion. That's right.
Boast.
Yes, man, I'm the best X-man and I got them, man. Yes, the best X-man, because the man tell me, say, $21 a month, he say, and as much extra as you could do. So when you get to the bush, the captain give you a task, and after you've done the task, no, he will give you one extra, a lot of $150. I done that one, no, I get another one. $150, go home, because I go. I say, Captain, but we are telling, man. You tell me $21 last month and as much extra as I could chop. No, you only give me 2 now, you don't want to chop no more. One day I'm going to chop 7 extra. Well, the man vexed, man. What? Mr. Gibbs man vexed, man. He said, because a man, no 1,002, he no bad one. What, 7, man? He said, 7? Hey, what? Mr. Gibbs man vexed, man. I used to be the champion because when I got a morning, when I come back, I used to help all them man along the road. I meet you, they chop your tires, I help you finish. I go ahead and meet one other man who finish. I don't chop my tires and 2 extra, you know. Yes, but when I go, I help plenty, after what I say, no, man, I did kill out myself because I did help everybody every day and nobody could don't help me. When I come out of bank at 9 o'clock, I don't get home and do my 2 extra, and I do sometimes 3. And when I come out of bank now and ladies, I hear the ladies then good, you know, that man couldn't make work him. Huh? I hear them, because ladies and out of bank. But I never have ladies yet, but ladies then. When I come out of the bank now, I get out, and I come out now. I say, Creole God, because, yes, because I come out of that, I meet a boss, a Creole man, I bet that the man couldn't make work. I said, God. Yes, man, I used to be the champion.
So like that, Creole God?
Creole God. The God a Creole, man, because I beat them for my ex, I beat them for ex.
Creole God.
So I did the God a Creole. Yeah, man, I come out about Creole gods. So many, they kept me here wait till the last man done before he come home, you know.
So you used to do more than when they ask you for do. You work for yourself.
I'm not tired, man. I done my task and I got. So when I'm done, you say, come down the road and I come. Next task I get again. Sometimes I done 2 extra tasks and when I come down the road, sometimes a man only got 10 tasks half. I say, help me, because the man said, we can't have to make money. I said, make we look same. I said, I done 2 extra tasks, man. Are you there on the same one yet? Hey, because you play Romeo, man, you know, man. I said, but because you make me look bad, man. You know what I mean? Sometimes he kept me, sometimes he send me home, you don't want to give me no more extra? You don't want to give me no more?
No, cutting on these trees, you have to build like the barbecue, right? Tell me about that barbecue thing, that platform. And
plenty of the man them know, if fall him a hagney low, he harder, he tougher.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I come down the road now, you're sorry for my poor man, kept me telling him, right now, he said, when he get near the one tree, I got the high power. You see? So they're afraid to make the barbecue up there. They don't understand him to make it. And sometimes I get one wrong tree. Say, change with the man. Yeah, I'm glad we change him, man. Because when I get there, quick time make a barbecue, and when I get up there, man, it's soft. Quick time, I just do the extra, the mahogany soft up there, man, but don't get hard. All right, the captain said 250 a tree. He said, as long as you fall in flat, the ground where the man go come aside, he say, you don't have a junk it. Fall and junk. How you fall it, now you fall it and you junk it. But if you fasten it up there, like that, you have to go up there, go junk on. So sometimes when I don't chop my tires and they come, I look, I see the cap, I say, come here, man, come make one extra for the head. Sometimes when I go there, the man is not, but the man is afraid to go up there. So when I get there, I had off my boots and things, everybody stop and watch me now. Right up on the mahogany, I walk till I get to say, you get your junk ramp on this side, your junk ramp on this side. And when you go rock like that, then the machine just comes, I say, hold it and I move off and I broke right off. I get half of your pay. I get half of your pay. Yet you only fall and fasten then I make and junk it. So I get half of your pay.
Half of the pay. You get half of the person pay?
Yes, you only
so you used to make good money then?
Yes, when I used to I make more, but more than one pay, I make a loan extra.
Okay.
Yes, because 150 pay every extra. And you find out sometimes I do 3, 4 extra. And sometimes I do 2, the cap no more, I do no more. I said, but cap, I did get 1 ration and I do 4, 5 man work.
So you don't get 2 ration too?
Yeah, but I say, 1 ration I get. Because sometimes when you go to commissary, sometimes when me and my family, we are cousins. So sometimes 5, 6 are we in one camp. So when you go to commissary now, and for me 250 now, 250 ration, but I take 1 sack of flour, I take. Then for one take milk and sugar and things for the balance of one, you know, because we are all in one camp and we cook together. And then when you go in and sack of flour from my shoulder, then the man, my hoe, the lady, you know, then my hoe, and the man at 250 you give me for free. You give me 250 free, but I take that from me, 1 sack of flour. And you 1 sack of flour lasts so long, you know what I mean?
So you are at the mahogany camp. How you used to live? You used to live in they built houses for you, or how you used to accommodate yourselves after a hard day's work?
They built one long house for single man, and we never have a man if single. So they build one long house, a single man, and sell like a house long. Then a row of bed on the side with a stick.
Where?
Everybody stick before crutch and we put them. We make a bed and we put leaf.
Where?
That's if we bed. So the one row of bed, so one row of bed, so a single man. So the one who have a wife now.
Everybody in, I don't know, one hut, no single room. Long open hut. I try to visualize this thing now. And a row of,
We make one row of bed on this side.
and the next row on the other side.
We walk in the middle.
Uh-huh.
So if anybody else come now and then they full up now, and stand up on your bed and make one of the bed overhead. And they beam them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and they beam them.
Mm-hmm.
So the night when boy come and he come and he no got nowhere, so he make a bed overhead. When the boys then get down and they set them on bed.
Mm-hmm.
Set down and sleep as he get up now. Why come and walk up? And when he get up now and go up and stand up on the bed, and he climb and get up there for here one. The man night bed and then make one man make while you shuffle and when that when that bed pitch on from there with that man I could tell you. Poor boy come and drop down there, they bend up man. Lick up all on the bed, everybody they laugh, man, laugh. Aye, why come on, they don't let it bend up, man, nobody asks and nothing. When the man do revive and they jump up and the man fly and they hold the gun. And they load the gun, sir. All right, they tell everybody, you walk down now, he said, no, laugh now. He said, laugh now. He said, nobody going to ask Brown laugh if you get hurt or what. Everybody going to laugh. You got it right long and paint in your face. He said, laugh, no, laugh. Everything calm. Nobody say one word, man. Everything calm. Why come on, got the gun, the paint, and the man got the gun cock and load for true, you know. That time why come on, really ignorant, and not for true, yes.
How you get for carry gun at camp? Them allow you for carry gun at camp?
Yes, man, I got my gun right now. I got my gun yet.
What kind of gun you used to carry at camp?
16
Rifle?
16. The long one, the 16 gauge. Steven.
But what was the main purpose of carrying the gun? For shoot at animals or not for shoot at another, for sure?
No, for shoot at the animal, man.
Okay.
Sometimes you go in from camp, sometimes we come Sunday time. When I work Sunday, or sometimes we sit down here, go up the road, remember I shoot something. Sometimes you double the curve and look for a partridge or a carousel, sometimes a deer, sometimes a peccary. Hey, bam right on the corridor, man, and look at don't come back with one peccary, sometimes a deer. You got the factory right there where I work right there. The company there right there, and I cut one milk, I asked for permission, we cut milk to the back, right against the edge, and I cut the milk when I get the potato, I plant potato. From the deer, then they feed, man, I tell it, I said, the deer, they only they feed the boy in my ripper. But the night I sit down there, you know, the raising of the moon, I want to go to a church, but I said, I'm a kill one in India tonight. So when the raising of the moon, I move right up, and when I get the truck man line, you know, and I did talk to the man right there, as I left, step off, and the man spot my light, had my big, wait at the kins of the man. Down, knock down that one right there, man. Big deer, man.
So you had their meat then?
Yes, man, big deer meat, man. I pass right through the factories of them, and they pass through the factory, and them boy hail me, say, bring it up, man, bring it up, and I throw down to the cane yard. So when I put them on my back, and after I don't rest off. So when the manager come from Coruscant, he say, man, just pass here with my big deer. I said, the rivers. See, he always meet me in that night, you know. So he come and he never shot well. I said, the man that at my house, man, he done come there already, he come from Coruscant. Man, he carry half of the deer, he carry, man. Buy half from me. Yes, man, I used to hunt in the plenty. I carry me gun. He got me gun up to know. But the man, I want to take my license right now because he say, at all.
Oh, okay.
I don't like too old, but suppose I go to my farm and something come to catch me now, what will happen? I got my gun to protect myself.
You still got a farm, right?
Huh?
You still got a farm, judging from your little.
Still got my farm. You know, we have middle part again, but we got no got cane farm. Only cane farm right now. I no plant nothing again because can't farm. I can't cut plantation again because not too well already. I can't farm bush again.
So how long you staying at the mahogany plantation?
Mahogany?
Yeah, how long you cut
Well,
mahogany?
only signed up for 6 months. You signed up for 6 months, and when 6 months up, you could go home.
So but you're going back after that, right?
No, you're going on my next one.
You're going to next camp.
Because I
So you used to move from camp to camp.
Camp to camp.
So it was like you go at one camp and
6 months finish, and when I come home, the rest up and leave it for next man. One go to my next place to sign man again. I go with here again. I go with here again.
so
That time is I give and I may get home. And I get home, bam, the next man going Donald Young. And my mother say, "Hi son," he said, "Why you going back?" I say, "You're just coming not tired, man. I gone back with the next man again, 6 months again."
but during those 6 months that you were at camp, you were not allowed to leave camp, right? You stay at camp for 6 months, right? Or
Leave camp, they want to jail you.
you see?
Then jail you. But now you're different. If I sign to you now and you give me with $21 a month, because when you sign and give me a month pay, you know.
And they give you a ration.
Well, as long as I get to the camp now and I don't clear for you $20 no, I don't clear for your money. I know who you're not, I could go. I could go if I want.
That's how it is now.
No, how you don't know, but
in
first?
those days,
First
you
you
couldn't
could.
leave.
No, then jail you.
You know any friends or any person that you know that was in jail?
No, but I hear about them. My pattern about them.
We will continue our conversation with Ernest Revers as he speaks of his family, as well as what life was like in the Mahogany camps. He also shares some of his household medicinal remedies. We take a break to hear from our partners, Belize Tourism Board, the Barry, and Shell Belize Limited.
We are the Barry, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio Cayo, Orange, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Barry. Get more? Be less.
Shell V-Power with 3 times more cleaning and friction reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
Unique, breathtaking, diverse are just some of the words that come to mind when describing Belize. To sustain the wonder, the beauty, the rich ecosystems around us, we must protect our wildlife, our trees, our marine life, and our barrier reef. For the future, for the next generation. This is our Belize. Respect it, cherish it, love it.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
Carry a wife and you could carry a wife, you could carry a wife and children and everything.
Okay.
So they make convenience for you and build my little house and then put a little kitchen to it. Because you got family. So we are single man now, then put
Single man in a single man quarters,
single man quarter,
and the married
They
people
stand there
by themselves, right? But for the 6 months now, since you signed this agreement, you cannot leave for 6 months.
No, can't leave until 6 months.
Binding. You get any day off?
No, you don't get only well Sunday we don't work on Sunday. We no charge for that, but Sunday we don't work, we stay home at we camp. Just sit down and play some of we got guitar and sometimes we tag and we got music and things. Sometimes we go up on the mahogany then because after we bring the mahogany and put them back there at night, we all sit down up on mahogany, you know. Sometimes we play guitar and sing song and anything, you know. God back. Me and the boys, and then we can compose and sing back too. We compose song on my own and all.
You compose songs?
Compose and sing.
Give me an example of one of them. No? You remember any of them? You could share with me right now.
Well, I remember one of them when we used to, me and Flower Percy sit down on the log and have my guitar, and 2 of we sit down there and compose and sing. After we done 6 months back, then we come out there. We sing about Radio Belize too.
Oh yeah?
Yes,
Tell me about that. Tell me about the song and the
We
experience.
sang, It was 10 o'clock one morning when the ship was about to leave. I waved my handkerchief to my darling girl, and she gives me no reply. Oh, let her go, God bless her, for she never did care for me. She was the darling girl that I love so well, she cared no more for me. Oh, let her go, God bless her, for she never did care for me. But as soon as I reached to that beautiful land, I wrote her a letter from home. Let her go, God bless her, for she never did care for me. She's the darling girl that I love so well, she cared no more for me. If I had listened to my mother, I wouldn't have here today. But being I was so young and foolish, dear friend, I was easy to lead astray.
No, that's a nice song. And you have a great singing voice. I could see. So I mean, you were the center of attraction. I would take
I
it.
used to encourage you to sing over Belize, but I used to go sing plenty and serenade, you know. I used to encourage you to sing over Belize, but I never did.
But that song is based on an experience you had.
Yeah.
So that song, like because listening to the words, it sounds like you were singing from experience, some experience that you had gone through. You want to talk about it, leave it, or?
One fella, me start one song, you know, you only start it, but you never sing the whole. So when they get there, you don't know I start the song, you know. It was 10 o'clock one morning, and no one again me put him one word, no one again me put him one different word till you make one whole song right there.
Okay.
Then when I start to sing it.
But when it comes to dancing now and having fun in those mahogany camps, that's where Brockdown started, right? You used to do Brockdown music and stuff.
Then I used to play my guitar, but since I may get one far long and I get my hand broke. Libertad right there. Climb on a canep tree and I can stretch my hand out my limb. I don't fully broke it, I can never. My wife tell me come down and I can stretch my hand out to get one other. And then limb broke with me. And look where the limb broke, man. Look, right down there, I left, man. I broke my hand right there. Broke this one, and I broke 3 of my ribs. And then the battle thing cut me arm and cut and left head and stretcher, man. I couldn't move.
Oh my goodness.
And my daughter would run and they hollered at some of the man fellas made the pass and they come in the yard and pick me up and carry me straight to Coruscant. And I get to Coruscant and got me on the stretcher and they won't take me out because they feel like I get bad. And until they get that Belize, man, I'm punished that again. Bring me with that Belize, and I wouldn't make a ton because they may figure that I get something worse I may get. And I punish from the same side till they bring me, man. But since the hand broke now, I can't hold the guitar string good.
Oh, okay. So.
But this one, when I may get my milpa,
Oh yeah, you lose the whole thumb.
lose my finger. I may got the milpa back there, and I gone out. I tell my son, I say, carry the horse to the back and you tie it out. But this boy don't big enough already, man. My can and don't big like that already. This boy going and tie my horse right at the can, and when I come back, the horse eat the whole of my can. So catch and I lash him, man.
You lash the horse.
Lash the boy.
Oh, the boy.
Lash him. So you got enough sense, man, to tie the horse right there. Carry on the horse. Carry on the horse. And then tell him carry on the horse. Now, when I start a weed, I start a weed me, man, and same time the machete come on. Take. And I feel say I get one chop, I see the whole of my finger that grown, man. The finger don't come off clean, can you catch in the joint to see that pattern that make it never hurt me so much. I catch exactly in the joint, and when I feel I get my cut, I see my finger down there, brute, I make it pick up and I set it back. And I wrap it up, and when I come meet one taxi and we're gone, and when I get it, the doctor, he said, he tried to fix it back, I take off the finger, I put it one side. So Dr. Barbosa tell me he made it right there in mother house. He done me gone there and fit my finger back. Me better me get back the finger, but Dr. Revers never, he never fit back the finger. He just take it off. Then me want cut it here too. No man, I said left the one cut off his feet. So then me cut off his feet, and me throw me off bad man.
Because
Yes, because this, you know, You know how much man? I think about 4 away there, Libertad with the finger like this. Or 4 away.
But you see, maybe that because you're going to last the lead boy.
I said I must have done. I must have because I'm going last time. Last time my back, man, that the boy make the heart.
I'm going to make it do to
Yes, man, the man make the heart. He down the whole of me can, man. This boy big enough already, man. He know better to tie the horse for that. I made the heart. He done the whole of me can, man.
So tell me now about your family life since you tell me about you have your children. You talk about one of your sons that caused you to get so angry. How did you meet your wife when you get married? How that part of your life gone?
Well, now through my first wife, I've had two times, you know.
You got two wives. Okay.
Two wife, one of them just got my hair October right there parting. Now here since he dead. He gone to America because I take she with 2 children. After he come big now.
How old are you when you said you settled down on
23.
your first wife?
23 years.
And you were still at the Mahogany camps then?
When I come from the Mahogany camp, I'm 23. And I am the same year I take my wife. I take she with 2 children and I raise them. After they got big, me and she separate and he gone to America. And the boy may get one job at the factory for him. He was so lucky. What? He was so lucky the company them gave him a big position, man. You're so small and it, when you get another man, like you don't want to take another the foreman because he only got 96 pounds. So I was send him away home for board paper. And when he come back, then the manager gave him work. So for the foreman, he come in, everybody come in and take one, but the lead boy, nobody want the lead boy. So the Jamaican man, the head sugar boiler, we come from Jamaica. He said, but I want to see a lead boy, you know. He said, well, take him, Mr. Garden. Same carry lead boy of sugar boiler, just going the same day for $2.59, $12 a week. The same day the lead boy going get bigger pay on me. Because the manager carry upstairs for sugar boiler. All the other one left on $12 a week, and he get $100 a week.
So if the boy what to you?
I'm his stepson. Stepson,
Okay.
Well, after the Tower Hill factory open, they want sugar boiler. So the Jamaican man said, this is a fitness fella for send because I leave him mechanic for buy the one sugar. So then transfer him to Tower Hill. And when he got Tower Hill, they raise the pay. Well, found one of the head man going and I put him in a place. So the man town staff now, and he got the one vehicle and everything, and the staff man now, man, they get big pay, man. Big on me. And when he get the holiday, he might go to the States, and so he get the holiday, so he going to spend the holiday at the States. So when he go to the States, he find a better job. When he gonna never come back to the factory, he never have to come back. Him gone because he in a good position.
Okay, let's look at the children. You told me about your 2 stepsons and your first wife. You had other children with your first wife. You had your own children. With
3.
Your first wife.
3 more.
3 children.
I have 2 boys and 1 girl.
Okay, and you also said that your first wife went to live in the States.
Me and she separated, and he
You
can't tell
separated and she went to the States. But you were already living together for a long time.
Yes, we lived together for a long time because the children them had done good size already. So when she gone, he left the children them with my stepson. So I go and take the children and I bring them home with me and I raise them. After they get big, they find their mother.
Okay.
They find their mother in the States. But after they get them, they send call them, but I know I want to go after them. After my daughter get big, she send call me. Want to come and tell her, me not going on my old days, man. If I'm younger, I say, well, go to state for enjoy myself, but me that old man, no, where I went to state for.
Then you get married again.
Well, I mean, when I couldn't live retired fishing, mother only me got 9 years. Because I 25 years old, I'm my wife right now. The wife I got right now.
25 years older.
25 years older than she. When I come to live retired, she only me got 9 years. After me and my wife part and he got to States, I take she when he 18 because she may live right close to me. You see, so legal grow up now and there, like, old man get young girl.
Oh, okay then. That's a whole lot gone, no?
You see, he lived next door neighbor, right close to me there.
And they had how many children with her?
Well, I got 5.
5 children.
5 I got. This is the oldest one.
Uh-huh.
So I got 3 girl, no? 3 girl and 2 boy
Yeah.
right now. So all of them are one big man and a woman already.
Yeah. And he still married my cousin Paul, so Elliot. Okay. Now you have brothers and sisters, right?
Uh-huh.
You had brothers and sisters.
Well, only last 2 of them.
Oh, how many of you?
I mean, 8 of them.
8 of you got.
So
right.
all of them down there, only 2 of them left.
Mm-hmm.
Only me and one of my sisters, only old already.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his 70s already. And he in America, he done Canada last already, so my daughter, he daughter came back. He there last month. And daughter came back home because he didn't last, sometimes I tell you one thing and I tell you the same thing again. So I'm the oldest boy, I'm the second picnic from my mother.
No. Prior to the show, you told us that your mother did herbs and medicine, different bush medicine. You called it when you were talking to me earlier. You said bush medicine.
Yes.
Tell me about that bush medicine thing and about your mom and your connection with that. If you continue doing that too.
Yes, well, I mean, me and my wife, first wife, we lived for 7 years and we never have no children. I take 3 with 2, but the 7 years we live and we never have none. So I gone to Manante, working with a man, Daniel Davis. I don't know if you may know the black millionaire. Daniel Davis, they work with her. So a man from Manante named Bailey. So we got this thing where we drink, the balsam bark, the wild yam, the Chinese root, the blood, the Thai, the gangway. What we did. Yes, man. Then when they drink it, man said, that young boy, that Bailey, the man, watch we have me, went and wait, sit down, big cup of tea, man, lone milk, pretty, man, red like blood. And the man laugh. I said, Mr. Bailey, they laugh at the way, Mr. Rivers, they say, have any wife? I tell her, yes, Mr. Bailey. You see, have any children? I tell her, no, Mr. Bailey. I said, we live for long now. I said, we don't got no children. He said, I bet you continue to drink that thing. He said, when you see Mr. Bailey again, you shake Mr. Bailey's hand. So I left my wife there, brother, up on Cairo Road. So I there back there about 3 weeks, man. I would drink it, man, drink it. He said, nothing wrong with you. He said, but nothing wrong with you. He said, but your body have too much coal. He said, that make you not have no children. I said, but if you continue to drink that thing, he said, bet you see Mr. Bailey again, you shake my hand. When I come out, the Saturday I come out, and when I gonna meet my wife, and I decide to married. So we spent 3 days, and I'm married. So we got my leave party. And the same leave party, they got feel bad, and a fever, feel bad, and the old lady hold on, carry on home, don't pregnant already.
No, man. So the thing work.
The thing work, man. 3 days time, man. Yes, I spent 1 day up there with her, and I come back. I believe I spent 1 that day, and I spent 3 days. Then from there I go home, and my man I come back, and I'm married. And the 3 days, when I look that pregnant, the lady done pregnant, sir. So when I meet Mr. Bailey now, I tell him there, I tell the man, what the man said, where I tell you? He said, where I tell you? He said, he said, long as you drink that, he said, my home man no breathe, I breathe again. The balsam bark, wild yam, and the gangway, that the particular one.
Balsam bark, gangway,
and the wild yams.
and wild yam.
Yeah. You see, when you boil it now, it frat, but you mustn't make the frat go in a fire. You got no medicine you want to drink, you must not make it go in a fire.
Go in a fire, how you mean?
You boil over and make
Boil
it
over.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So it's, even though it frats,
Yes, you
up,
don't,
you don't make it boil over and go into the fire.
Because if the things say you have, when I say man have gonorrhea and things like that, you already cure them. But if I think say you don't want to pay me now when I take that same medicine, the stick where I boil, and burn it in a fire, you never get cured again.
Serious stuff?
Never get cured again. Because since you don't want to pay me now, you want to burn it in a fire, you never get cured again.
That means you must pay your bills and you do that kind of thing.
Pay your bill. And how much you think you charge? 50 cents.
My goodness.
50 cents. That's all. You only if you make your medicine expire, you see your charge 50 cents.
When you drink that medicine, you better pay for it.
Yes, man.
Or else, you know what happens.
Because doctor, if you come with a big fall,
Well, that thing about burning it really work for true?
yes, man. If I burn a medicine, it's a stick, you cut it up. A root, root. You root and you cut it up and you split it and you boil it. And then boil it, you give it and you drink it. And the stick where I boil, if that thing you pay me, I take a stick and burn it in the fire, you don't get cured again.
Wow.
No, you never get cured again. No doctor cure you. Mm-hmm. Forever.
But so you never in life would get over that disease?
I never do it yet.
Oh.
Because I hurt nobody, And I home me make them go man and home and go in, But if I was spiteful, if I say burn it, not burn it. But this way they tell you must not make a boil up in a fire no time. Because when you boil the frat, just skim off the frat, But you
So
must.
you know different bush medicines that you learned from your mom, right?
Yes, man, I know a lot of it. Mm-hmm.
So how you cure? Give me an example of how you go about curing, let's say, a common ailment like a stomach ache, for argument's sake.
No, I mean, like I'm saying, people got one be sore on your ears, they eat your ears, and some people got one sore foot. Anything, well, all the medicine for that I know. Because say the medicine you got, some people got one bad sore foot, sometimes some people have piece of ears, and be sore. When you use the moccasin, what I need to use moccasin, you take the sole of the moccasin, the leather, you burn it. You burn it, and when you don't burn it, you mash it up fine like dust. You sieve it through one piece of cloth. Then you sieve my iron rusty. You knock off the rust off of the iron and you put it on one zinc and you patch it. And you beat it till it's fine. You sieve it through one thin piece of cloth. Then you the goat dung. The shit for the goat. You patch it on one zinc and you mash it up and you sieve it thin. From zinc, and you sieve it, don't come to alone dust. Then you use the same thing what we call the bribri. When you boil it red, so you bathe that, you wash it good with that. Then you don't wash the wound with that, no. You dry it, you take the castor oil and you grease it, and you take the iron rust and you sprinkle on it. After you don't grease it with the castor oil, sprinkle on it, and tomorrow morning, the red, you eat out, cut out the whole of the badness.
So that's how you cure a wound, basically.
You cut out the whole of that, then you wash it again. Then you want to take the castor oil and grease it, and you sprinkle the goat shit and the other one together. The moccasin sole and the goat shit, them down together. You sprinkle that on it after you don't grease it with the castor oil. Man, and it dry, cure. Because the iron was cut out all the bad root, no? Cut out everything that found red.
Early on, we talked a bit about your participation in sports, that you like cricket and horse racing. I want to get a bit more into cricket and horse racing and the sporting side of your life. I think you told me too that off mic you had two brothers that were very active in sports.
Yes.
So let's talk about your participation along with your brothers and your family.
He was a champion. So we got to Rancho Dolores one time and play.
We're talking cricket now.
We got to Rancho Dolores and play, and it's just like bad luck.
What's the name of the team again? Brilliant, the same Brilliant team? Brilliant, right?
No, this is Rancho Dolores, but I don't remember the name of the club. So we got to Rancho Dolores, and just like bad luck, we are the champion. And in a short while, and bowl down, we all of a man for nothing. The last two men left was my two brothers, Egbert and Valan. This one and the other one. Well, this one we are so he's not the champion. But he got in for the last two men going in well. Oh, yes, deaf man, everybody. Today that the day is the Excelsior gone to hell. Excelsior done. Well, we got on one side and scrunch up now because we don't feel shame already because the last two men got in, how they want to get 32 runs. You see? Got it in the same better gun and attack to Egbert man. He tell him, he said, when the ball come to you, so you just make money shot run, make I get there all the time. He got one bowler when they call the atomic bowler, Cecil Perez. Better get in there and the man fixed up himself and went, man, ball on your first ball. Quick as I see the ball, from the time I see the brother key like that, man, clean boundary, man, 6. What, when it's 6, well, see when you hit one of the man ball, the man get like, he get vexed. And they come right back, as they come back again, man, they put them back same place again, man, 6 again, man. Well, now we give you the courage now. Take on your time, boy, take on your time. Well, no, so we said, we are right, yeah. And you know when 2 boys stop right there and win that score? No. 2 boys stop right there and win that score, man. When they make the last hit for the winning, last 6, that the winning hit. Well, look, you can't see my brother at all, man. And they pick one up in a year, only the pint of your bat, you see, man. They pick one up in a year and got in a year, they bring her in, only the pint of your bat, you could see. Then the girl come and kiss her, and the one come and kiss her. What? The man get too much kiss that day, man. 32 run, the 2 man and walk out to them bat. But the captain come out himself, the ball, he said 2 man beat, you know. It's after all, he said, when the ball, what he said about 2 man beat, you know. And walk out to them bat too, you know what I mean?
Then horse racing, son used to like horse racing too.
When we used to get the champion of the country.
Which horse am the champion of the country? Where you had Lonely Boy?
Lonely Boy. They buy him from the Mangili Canton when the Mascot Road used to pass through the old road.
Yeah, that's true.
The Mangili Canton may have one pass there. So when he send go by Talabred now, he send by the pier. And so the man hand from Flowers Bank and buy one. 150 for the house and the buyer. So he buy and Macho Townson, my uncle was the best trainer in this country, bus trainer. And he carry him with a big fall. And my uncle train a horse. But the best exercise of a horse is swimming, not the river. Best exercise of a horse. Because if your horse even have speed, and my one have the steer, me and you could run and you could get tired and I could not behind and pass you. And that when Macho Thompson trained a horse, then tell you the word say go, consider it, never see him again. So we train a horse and we bring him to Belize here. Ooh, when they bring him to Belize, all them pretty horse from Cayo, man, all them pretty horse from Cayo. The Turks come out and he got the horse. What? Great Leon Rojo. No man, he said, this is the great Leon Rojo. Lonely Boy come out, man, say, come out, just come out like people, man. My uncle got a hold, man. They say, who's against Lonely Boy? Anyone who's against Lonely Boy, $150, who's against Lonely Boy? I remember the time I used to run that barracks from straight track, you know.
That's the barracks straight track course that used to start where BTL Park is, right? Right now.
And there 5 of them gone, man. 5 of them gone, so they stand for you. I thought you got to start in the gate, they have one leaf flag type of a stick. Everybody come with their house and got your house hold right there, like in line with that. And then you come down, the leaf flag say, go! And then say, go, Lonely Boy, the way you know, man. And they kind of false start. Because from one take off, I left here, one standing up here. Come back again. I say, Lonely Boy, my uncle trainer, as you bring her, you only said the word, go! Man, look, I shot out a gun, man. And you bring her again, and the word say, go, Lonely Boy again, man. Trying to take away the jump from Lonely Boy, but they can't take it away. So afterward, 5 false start they make, man. Lonely Boy. How my uncle had to go away down them, man, and the whole heart, Lonely Boy. He said, no, gentleman. He said, listen to me. I want to stay right there. I said, don't wait for me. From the time him hear a word, said the word go, he said, don't wait for me. So he bring the house, Lonely Boy, and he bring her right wrong, and when by the time they come, and when he said the word say go, man, and then take up, the time the word say go, he done never there already, man. He was a champion because he would not turn around and bar around from him, man. He canton. He turned around and bar around from him. And then when race done, he gave him a big brag of feed myself, macho. He said, feed and good, man, feed and good. Lonely Boy, yeah. Lonely Boy. The champion of the country, yeah, champion.
No, that racetrack you're talking about,
barracks at the
out
seaside.
at barracks at the seaside.
Because he has got a water there already.
Oh, yeah, there's one.
He has got a sea there already, yes.
But how you used to run the horse from one end to the next?
I'm so cool. This one is way.
Uh-huh.
Along the seaside.
And then how you don't really turn around and go back, right? It's just one direction.
You go down
So
one direction.
But that would be more like a sprint.
You go from down at the end, go this way, and then go to the corner this way. And when they come, and when they go, so tell them stop. Then come here and stop, and they tell them stop. You get here and tell them stop.
No, going back to your earlier days now, you spoke to me about the mahogany camp. You told me how life was in the mahogany camps and what have you. But I also understand you were a chiclero as well.
Yes,
You know, to stay in a chiclero camp too?
I never used to like it.
Why you don't like the chiclero camp?
I don't like the climbing.
Oh.
So I would have a fall mahogany and chop task.
Okay.
But my two brother and my partner then chop chicle. But I could chop it too, I chop it, but I don't like it. Because sometimes you get to a limb and you get to a limb that you lose a rope and cross it and go above that one again. Before sometimes on a limb there, you see when you chop till you get to that limb, you have to lose the rope and cross it and go, and you go up above again.
So you have to make all these marks.
You have to make all your mark, and if you miss one, that means you will make your milk waste.
Then you put
You
the
see, after you
sap
get
back
to
on
the
top.
tree now, you get to the tree root and you chip the bark like that, and you lift up that edge and you take your bark and you dig my hole and you set it. You take a string and you tie around the tree. When you chop like that, chow, and you chop it like step. You see, you chop out and bam, take out the piece, and you chop the other one above here again, and this one run and you get into this one and you see, but you know if you miss. And then that milk run come straight near your back. Sometimes when you get halfway, you look down your back, don't fully have to make it come down. And change that bag, put one next bag.
Can you milk it?
The milk one you run over, So you got one big bag that you camp one big man so tie against one post. Then when you bring that small one, now you're throwing there. And tomorrow you go back. You come back and I went to that bag full now, well, you want boil chicle. Maybe you want boil today.
You have to help boil it too, right?
You are the one you have to boil it. And you are the one that boil it.
How long you have to boil the chicle sap before it turns into the scum?
Sometimes it take about 2 hours. I don't know, 9 more. And then boil it and you boil it till you come down, you know the gauge, you see. And then boil it and so then, like when they boil syrup, no? And then know when they come to the gauge, because when I left up and they know the pound to it. When they don't know, they got one square thing like that, square down there like one box. You see, about that height. Just like that square down there, about same size too. And when you pour the chicle in, you put the leaf, a leaf to the bottom, and you put that square box right over that. And you pour the chicle, and you smooth it off.
Square blocks,
Square. And you have one piece of stick where they call them the moho. And you take your penknife and you make your name on it like me, that name ER. Are you that's your Ernest Revers, ER. You put for your name ER. So when you check there, you don't put it in another kind of, you stamp it. You stamp up on the chicle. So even when all the chicle go to get on the body, know the chicle because you got your own name on it, you see. Or sometimes you find a habit chicle, some man go and they mix other tree milk with that one and make your chicken come out good. You can have one tree when they call Masico Bravo. And you don't want someone look at we pour like water. But you put under the chicle, but you have to know how much you put. Or someone put too much, and when the chicken come out, Belize Watch and test it, it don't pass. So you have to carry it back to camp. Carry it back on the camp, and you have to chop it up again. Because that time you don't hard, you have to chop it up and boil it over again with the fresh one. The fresh one we didn't get where they don't mix, no? So they have to throw them back in there and boil it fresh again. You can't put too much of the other tree milk, you know.
Well, this chicle that we had in Belize was of a high quality from what I understand.
Where's my chicle? If I chicle, mahogany, alligator skin, tiger skin, lagwood.
You used to take the crocodile skin too?
Yes, man. $7 a foot.
For the crocodile skin?
Yes, from 3 feet. From 3 feet, then take another take smaller on that.
Okay.
And 3 feet. Well, I see up to
You used to catch crocodile?
Oh, that makes me living, man.
How you catch a crocodile? How you like about
Well,
not that I mean I know they're protected today, but how would you have in those days
Well,
catching a crocodile?
We got the headlight, and you go and when you get to the lagoon, you spot your light yonder. You see, we have a harpoon with 3-4 blade on it, and we have one. You have the shashcard. You gauge onto that. You got the harpoon about that, and you got sometimes you got 3-4 blade. Then we gauge onto that shashcard, and we got onto my long stick like from to here, one stick. When you sight the alligator, you spot your light on him, and you paddle with time, you know. You understand, you take your time, and not make no noise with the paddle, you know. And when you come up and you put up and tang. You got on the harpoon, the blade fastened, then we have one stick like crutch. And when you bring a crutch like fire to that boy, take the crutch and you hold on like that, make it can't come in. You take the stick and hold it just card like that with the stick stick out. Because on your dust and then fire by fast and dark, man. What? Then you catch your hand, man. Then you hammer up on a long stick like that. Hammer. Then when you stick on with that, now we come with the hammer right in your head. That. But no, we don't do that again.
It's on cruel, man.
Yes, but now your head, but no, we don't do that again. You better, you're dangerous.
Yeah.
So you bring on close like that, now this head very tough, you know. Even when you shoot on like fire to your foot, the shot not going through still where your head's so tough. Wow. So as they come close now with the gun now, down, and we take it in. On top of the 14 feet. The last one we killed, the biggest one I said at 14. But the biggest one I ever said I am by Mother Creek Bridge. Then you call it Sebastian Bridge up to your pass, boom. And the biggest alligator I ever seen in life.
Yeah. I know we call them alligators, but really they're crocodiles.
That one, crocodile.
Yeah, because we don't have alligators in Belize, we have crocodiles.
That's what they tell me.
But everybody call it alligator, so I just wanted to clarify that. And not only that too, crocodiles are protected species in Belize.
Right? No, but
those days it was.
When I say it now, man, we know him. He's there also.
We wrap up our conversation with Ernest Revers as he shares some more colorful stories. We take a break to hear from our partners, the Belize Tourism Board, the Barry, and Shell Belize Limited.
We are the Barry, offering you great products, good service, and of course, the lowest prices in the entire country. Visit us in Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio Cayo, Orange, and now in San Pedro, La Isla Bonita. The Barry. Get more? Be less.
Shell V-Power with 3 times more cleaning and friction-reducing molecules. Go well. Go Shell.
Unique, breathtaking, diverse are just some of the words that come to mind when describing Belize. To sustain the wonder, the beauty, the rich ecosystems around us, we must protect our wildlife, our trees, our marine life, and our barrier reef. For the future, for the next generation. This is our Belize. Respect it, cherish it, love it.
It don't matter what part of the jewel they come from. You that you and me that me. But guess what? All are we the one. See what I mean?
So talking about animals and what have you were telling me just now about the crocodiles, which, as we know today, are protected species. You also said you had encounters with jaguars. You know, what were those encounters like? I know you call the jaguar tiger, but actually it's the jaguar we're talking about. I just want to make that clear. But you call it tiger, so go there. I know that's the name for it in Belize. So.
Well, we used to farm in rice field, you know. Sometimes we go and we camp out at the rice field, and weekend we come home. Monday morning we go back again. So I have a big dog that buy from the man Liban. I believe they are buying a big dog. You only like tiger.
That's a big falls now.
Okay. You only like tiger. Long as the tiger passes, the time you bring it to a man, he might find that. And the man when we get that field, when they start to cut rice, and I see the dog one, they start to jump from side to side. I said, this dog smells something, you know. Right through the rice, they knock down the rice there, and when they get to the side, I hear him bark. And when they bark, when I run, I put down my rice and I run, and when I get there, I hear the old man say, one tiger, old man, one tiger. So he run, going to camp, no forget the gun. I said, no, man, I'm a smart one. I said, come back, we snare it. Come back, we snare it, and then well, you come there, and when they come back, we tie all the dog with a string. And I get one tie, and whisk, and we wrap it with a tie up a long stick pint. You never there to hide. And I shove up the stick, I may say, well, you want to get trouble, you know, because you want to box it way. But you know the box with the he watch the dog will bite him. So he up and limb, but he watch the dog, even when he tie the watch and so on. Take a thing and I show my right there and I catch on wrong in the neck, man. And when I catch on them, hold on. I jerk on down, when I jerk on down with the dog, then can't come there because I have a dog tie. And we crouch on down, man, when they crouch on down, I tie up a 4 foot. Tie you 4 foot and then crouch on, and I hold, catch on back in neck with my hands up because in my size I rampus. Small young one.
Okay, I'm a young
Has a name being rampus a hand.
young
Hold on back in neck and we got a 4 foot tie. Right away I move off. I said, well, I have to go carry this home. And I move on and take the road, me one and I got about, I think about 3/4 mile. And I walk till I come to the riverside. And when I come to the riverside, I cross the door, I come over. I bring and I put in my drum. And we got in the drum. Cover. Night, the mother registered the water side, man. The mother come.
The little Jaguar's mother
Yes, the
came
mother,
looking
yes.
for.
What is, I mean, we bed about midnight, someone, ma. Right at the riverside, well, look here. You see, that time we never have battery, man. You know, battery called carbine. And we take so long to light the lamp. And the lot of dog run at the riverside, man. When the dog then runs at the riverside, that would be big nice. The dog then, well, he gone. Down the riverside and he gone. But then he gone. The other fella, he Steve me him, he got one milpa where he got the he road goes up. So when he gone right, so wait he gone till he get that Stephen plantation. And they walk gone. Someone tree lean across the road like that, but he only got about the height of this beam right there. So the man, you know, Steve me him.
8 feet.
Man he catch on. And when the man he catch on, he get at this tree and lay down with the foot they hang down like that up there. And he hang, because the tree here like that. So he got the foot they hang down. And he looked, Stephen, they come with some cane plant, and he show like when I milpa. And when he come, this tiger, they watch the man, they come too close, but, well, now he said, I move. But he got some wild pine up there. When he got move, my foot make noise. And when the man got do some, man, right over his head, the tiger there. I tell you, when that body fly, and a foot I boots left right in the mud. And that body put the foot in my back pocket, I would tell you, man. Before you get out of Sabana, there, that foot I boots left in the mud there, and man, you can't get them, man. Get out of the Sabana, and the man, but tell her, hi, girl, tell your wife, the tiger nearly catch me, girl, he nearly catch me. Well, go to Mr. Rivers because he got tiger dog. When he run come down because he was there above at Savannah. When he run come down in front of my house, I up on the next side of the river. I live up at Savannah, he live on the side. So when he come in front of my house, the man they holler, man, they holler. As ever happened, me saying, I know there, he said that he did a milpa, he gonna plant this. So he take a door and he come down to my landing. And when he take my plantation road and the man they come, listen, somebody they heap. I said, somebody must be sick home because he has somebody they holler. But the man, come, bring your dog, man, bring your dog. He said, the tiger nearly catch me. Until I jump and I put on my rice and I move out, man, and I move, I come. When I get home, 5 away with gun. I said, no boy, he can't get away. I said, because this, as long as it get there, a tiger, this one finer. So as quick as we get them, and he said, right here. And he saw a nail tear away, me gone up on the tree. And they get that dog fly, so he come back, he said up and there. I said, I hit that, and he gone. Quick time I hear him back, man. I said, no, only one I want to run, because if you run a lot, I want to say, man, jump down. A lot of them run, and before you get there, the tiger jump down, and it gone again. And when he dropped behind tiger, back, Till when you run back, that because he got her. And he gone. Nothing on my dog. I said, aye, man, I said, when I make a tiger jump right by my dog, and grab my dog and gone with her. They're about now the bush and kill one until lope, they kill one, give not a, that no sweet me because the tiger gone my dog. I want to have a left and I decide I could vex when I get discouraged now, man. I did come out of the road and listen. I said, wait. This spot could hear. I said, listen, hear the dog, man. This spot could hear, man. Well, I dip through bush because we paste and clean, So in any kind of ridge like Ghana, you could run because you could look way now. Run. Till when I get them and he got up on the next tree again. You see one tree fall on like that, then my other one go like that. So when he come up on this tree now, he get here and he go up on this one and he come on tree head. So when they get them on this, the right I want to show you nail tear from the tree. And we get them, we hold it down, we shake, nothing, man. We stone, nothing. But my uncle tell you when he dog me put up and I got this thing, he light the rubbish fire. You see how many light on the fire get it, the man jump, and when he jump, you should right that wrong. You say he all swooned up, and he couldn't get ready dark. They take and right down, so he shoot her. And when I was shake and shake and shake, the last tiger never did find her, man. They left her right up there. So we gone left her. And 2 days after, we gone to the bush. And when they gone the dog, they find the same tiger again, man. When the dog then tackle him, with 2 dogs were 2 brave dogs, you know. And when they tackle him, man, the man run and he couldn't find one small tree, them a big man. And when they jump up and they grab on the big tree with the hand, so he hook up. And when he hook up, he look down on the dog, and but now his hand, they get tired. And when the hand get tired, the man drop. And when he drop that one, and he couldn't go on because one dog, one dog. You see the 2 dogs brave. Now you see them, touch leaf and touch your house with. You chop one with the long stack because you can't walk in your face. One tiger, if you go chop one, so you know, I might jump on you. You take the touch leaf with the long stack and hold in front of your face like that, and you can't tend to it because you have to tend to the dog, you see. So we come with a leaf like that and the machete right behind, man, and put it right in your face and right across your face. Was. The same year when Princess Margaret, my dad, may come to Belize.
1955.
The same year. Then say if me report that to Princess Margaret and me report it and me get a reward. First man kill one tiger and machete. Yes, kill the tiger with the machete.
Okay. So that was then at that particular tiger, jaguar, tiger. You know, so no, they said that.
Bones on time because they got cattle, you see, and you kill one tiger, then pay for it, you know. So he come out and said, no, do it again, no, try it again. He said, what? You know, a man kill one big tiger with a machete, kill one tiger with a machete. I tell him, I'm not afraid for tiger. The thing I'm afraid for a mountain cow. So I work with Daniel Davis, and when I went back to Sunday, I never have no gun. And by the time I got doubly cold, man, when I look at tiger, the right head of me, man. He may done see me already.
That's true when you meet one jaguar in the forest, you're supposed to stare him down and not run instead of run.
No, you not run. You see, if you magnet the eye strong off in him one, you can look right in his face.
Just stare him down, right?
And he man look, watching your face, time last him bend for his head down.
Yeah.
And he move off.
Yeah.
You see, for your
You have
magnet.
to stare him down, right?
Stronger. And my father went along, and when he hunting on road, he have a gun like that. You see, on the road straight, but when rubbish fall along the road. So when he walk, he side on the tiger the wrong side, and he hear the walking, he may party come wrong so. And by the time he could come wrong, some man, he meet face to face with the tiger, man. But I know the old man may frighten, you know. He said, you make a move. He said, make a move. He said, I blow out your brains. With the attack hard, but I know that I will cover attack because the man broke the tiger so sudden, and if you can't, you can't shoot and so because if you only shoot and you jump into your face. Yes, man, when the tiger shoot one tiger and he come close, you can't shoot and close because when you leap, my body that right for you, and I die fasten. So you watch and right there with the gun, but not ready, man, and you watch until when he gone out, you watch on his face, you watch until the man swing off and they walk off with time with the tail lap like they call a dog. And when he get one alleviate, you wouldn't shoot her. You just shoot over your head because you may shoot one already and the man in there want to pay for her. Because they tell him that can't catch pig. And the next night he catch one cow. And 2 fellas gonna kill it. 2 fellas gonna kill it. Before you get dark, they shoot the tiger because it's at the bush side. And when they get at the bush side, they gonna swear the tiger kill the cow. So they gonna then make the barbecue. And then gone just closing a dark. And meanwhile, the man say, they're back at the tree pole, they watch and know with the gun, you know. He said, look, you see one bird fly like that, and you see behind the tree now, you see one foot gone like that. And the tiger backs out at the lead board and they fly past. And they stop right, they said, I must in there behind that tree, and they come. And the man then right and look, the man step over behind the tree. You see, even when he kill an animal, you know, and walk one to one brave, you know. He will come and he will look. He will walk again and he will look. The time literally come to one. And they watch and good right there, man. Before you get that good, man. And the man come right up as he come and dang the man and knock him right there. So when they hear they go over there and take their house and they make it go on the both side. Well, McForge, he get to know he don't want to come off of the mule. Then they want to come off of the house and left because if an animal smell one tiger, I could tell you, man, he kill himself. What if you see one cow ever smell one tiger, he broke down everything, man. And then he want walk going with the mule, and when he get there, when a mule smell that tiger, I could tell you. When a mule fly from the man, he tear that thing, tear down the bush, and it nearly knock off his back. Other the man got him going pan the mule, no one come out. And that's why they kill him before that, they kill it.
Yeah. Because may I ask you, is it true that you have cattle and you would put a mule or donkey amongst the cattle because the jaguar respects the donkey, because the donkey is the only animal that would not run from it? Is that so?
Why
Is that so?
One tiger with a pass right here, pass horse, a donkey, and thing, and you're not worried. One cow, one hog, one sheep, but they're not worried horse. You say, but anything you say, a tiger catch one horse, you want catch one man.
But why is it that they're not worried with the horse? You don't know.
Anything I don't know them. They're not
They stare them down. They say
they're not food with horse. A horse flesh different from a cow. Because a horse should have got one sore and easy to get better, but no one cow nor one sheep. Like a rotten, but a horse you put one dressing, and a horse flesh mostly like one man. He said, but anytime you see one tiger catch one horse, you must stop. You want catch one man, you must stop to one man. Yes. Anytime a tiger catch one horse, tiger with a pass right there, you don't mean to fear the horse. But when the horse and smell her, well, no worry, they're gone if they smell her. But the tiger will pass the horse there, but a cow, sheep, and hog. Up to your fold.
food for him.
Up to your fold. You got my father right now in bed.
Okay.
And he got the fold cup 6 good. And when you listen to hear the cup, hear the thing, they tear, The moonlight may bright. And when he look through the window, he see the thing against the fold cup, And when he look, he said, he said, girl, he said, I want look like tiger, So the man come out with the gun and the moonlight, he see the tiger, they tear the fold cup and get in, But the damn dog came there wrong beside them, and when he see me pack come out with the gun, one fly he make, and when he fly, tiger dash and the bush when they close, and they drop in at the bush, he never get chance to shoot her. And he just chase them and leave her, and he come back. The tiger come. They tell them boy the rancho, they laugh at her, and the next night they go to rancho and get in a hog penny, 10 tiger. Yeah. Next night he reach there.
Wow. Now, before I close off the show, because, time flies. I mean, I could sit down here and listen to your stories for a long time. But unfortunately, time just goes by. I want you to tell me a bit more about the riverboats. We started off talking about the riverboats that used to pass through Big Falls and how they used to pass through Big Falls. And so I wanted to go there again because I want to ask you to recall really some of the names of these riverboats that you would remember, so that they could bring that back to memory. The names of some of the riverboats.
And you got Apollo.
Apollo was a famous one, yeah.
Minerva. Apollo Minerva rapi Gainad. Dutch rapi Gainad. Apollo Minerva rapi mem. Where the other man? Melado. Apollo Melado. You got Apollo, Minerva, Dutch, Iemi, Ediosha, Iemi, Olga, Cayo, Tennyfly, Cruiser, Aguila, and Signal.
And these boats used to go up and down the Belize, the Cayo boats between here and Cayo, like you were saying, with the hall over there at Big Falls.
Everyone.
And you had,
Sometimes 2 of them, they did one time.
1 week it take you for go for.
Sometimes 1 week, take 1 week to Cayo because Cruiser was the slowest boat. Then another one, the last boat coming at Cayo River is Neva Lucia. That was the last boat.
But of course, if you're going up the river, you're going to Cayo, you're going upstream, which makes it slower. Coming back, it should be faster.
Faster thing, Especially if the river high. Like the river high, you wide, and they don't have to stop, you see. And they run very hard when the river high. When they carry river high, with a quick time, they get to Belize, man. Quick time.
Well, today we just got in a vehicle and drive, and we take that for granted. But our forefathers had to get into boats and make their way up through the river. That was the main highway, and so all the villages were on the bank of the rivers.
He was a paddling at the river, and we rice Cayo. Yes.
So that's
The old man in the paddle, and when they come and big the old man lodging, so in a cold time, you know. The boy ain't gonna show when they gonna show no big the old man lodging, the old man got a jacket because in a cold time, the man, old man they run the fire, you get in lodging. Or this boy stand right there and figure out wickedness and they got the ice night door there water side, you know. So the old man they run the smoke. The boy move around the smoke, move on the easy one and he gone about the side and bring one piece of ice, broke one piece of ice and bring her. Meanwhile, the old man they run the smoke. This boy and take the piece of ice and shove in the old man jacket pack in a jacket pocket. Shove the ice in the old man pocket. Not the old man jump on top and said, joke, that joke. He said, but put your hand on a jackass tail. He said, that's not joke. He said, joke, that joke. He said, but not. He said, the two of them have to go right now. He said, old man, but not me. He said, well, that go to off at the bad. He said, two of them now. In a rain, he said, the old man drive them right over the man. Drive them right over. The two of them have to go and take at this boy and shove the ice and the old man shot back. In a cold time, man. Hurricane in the time, the first hurricane that hit Belize.
We made it with a hurricane, no, not your time.
Oh, that was nobody hurricane come like that, partner.
Which one is that? What, Hattie?
1931, when nobody never know about. First hurricane hit Belize. I don't know nothing about hurricane that time. You see, it may wreck up Belize so much.
Yes.
Because the people, they breeze, they blow a house to fall long and they don't realize. But my grandfather tell me, Pa, he may come from Nicaragua. My father, that Waika, you know.
Okay.
So when he come from and the breeze start to blow, he come and he tell my father, he said, my son, he said, if you see the breeze shift this way and come back, then you will say you want to say something we never see it. Rather than house from black. They know the breeze pick up and you only watch and by nobody see.
Yeah.
Lift up a black and you stand by under in a year. Full with people, partner.
Yeah.
The power with that breeze, we got no more the hurricane. No more hurricane come like that yet.
Yeah.
Pick up the house up a black and brother, you stand going like one pin at the air. Full with people. You wouldn't know about that drop.
1931 hurricane was
The worst
was a disaster, and it caught people celebrating 10th of September,
Yeah,
right? 1931.
Teachers run there with all the picnic and when that water come back, not even one. They don't know, you see, and they run when my house fall down, they run there, and the water will come higher than lamp post when they come and see what they bring in, and when that water comes, everybody.
That was bad. Over 3,000 people died that day.
One tank we left for them drink water out there. The man swim till he get to the tank and then board tank, you see, and the top of the tank may rotten. And he climbed, when he climbed on the top of the tank, he broke in, and the man dropped in at the tank. And when they dropped, nobody never did wrong. And a man rotten right in that tank. After the hurricane, that of the water, everybody did drink. That of the water, the man swelled upon the water till he rotten. So when he got on to the bottom, the little lady got when he got full of bucket. He said, girl, but you know, taste this water, taste kind of leave funny. He said, it's true, you know. When they climb and sink up the man don't rotten and to the bottom of the, you only bone to the bottom. Everybody gonna start drink pour drought and anything, but never do nobody nothing, so. And the water, everybody made the drink where the man float up on the water top.
1931 hurricane, what a way.
1931, that's the hurricane. Until the animal then tame it, but the kitchen drop, and when they drop only one head, they don't. The animal then come in the right side of you. Then baboon. I got 7 by the inside of my house. Nothing left in the eat, they come tame on my house in the valley. I bring one of the libertarian with me too. When I bring on the valley, every day, come around one, I sell on to one because I got 5 more I got home.
Long, rich life. You have lived through the phases of development of Belize. From the very early days when there were no roads. You saw the country, roads being developed. You saw our country go through a colonial period. You saw our country become an independent nation. Now you just get in a vehicle and drive almost anywhere we want to go. You have seen all of this. What goes through your mind when you really reflect back to your early days?
And sometimes I remember my home, and I remember all the days I spent at my home. Sometimes I used to, after hunting for a living, go and kill animals, and I make my big cage. And sometimes when we go to there, when we catch, we bring her and put her in the cage. Tomorrow we go back and we bring her and put her, and then we get her 5, and then we 10, give that to Ramadli, and we skin them and then bring it to Belize. Life used to hard, man, used to hard. So kill game and bring to Belize, come sell. And we go hunting with dog whole day. But when they kill them, we catch in a bag. Because we got the cabbage with the hole. So when the dog put up on the one you haul your crocus bag over the pint under, over the stick, no? And we shove the chaff and through you. And you shove and now you fly and in the bag you go. Then we tie the bag and we bring them. Until up to 10, a cage, them when you get that number with skinner, clean there and bring it to Belize. Next day come sell. And we broke kuhu and all that thing there. My hard living, oh my God, man. Life may hard if they only wake up after that. I got a few cows and 2 horses. I got sheep. I got hog. After what I used to raise me hog them, and I may have the most hog with all the family that I may have the most.
And today you have you're into sugar cane, from what I understand.
Yeah, the last amount of cattle I may have was 23. I tell him, brother, to sell them for me, man. They cannot come back again. So he sell them one. He sell them. Because he couldn't get them going off him pasture. All he opened the gate, couldn't get them gone in. So he sell out one man and save the money for me. When I come here, they give him the money. I don't want $500, and now you give me some time. And I get there. And that's all. The cattle ain't finished. When I don't have no cattle, no, we finish.
But you have your sugar cane plantation.
I have my sugar cane.
You live in Libertad, right?
I live in Libertad. We can't know whether can't hand me pin again. It's like the things here I got son, you know. And I live in Progresso. He don't have a wife and children. But one day home with me yet. Only he have a pen pan. Well, he attend to the field right now. But today he's supposed to do that field. They cut cane with him. You see, we cut cane with others, you know. Till when they read for the intern, because sometimes you have the man, a big cane farmer, then we got truck and tractor. Well, then take my contract, we haul my cane, because I don't have truck. So then take my contract. So when for you turn corner, well then, my son meet the chap with somebody right now, enough for me turn no corner yet.
So you would say you have loved the life you lived, right?
Well, that and the cane I live off right now.
But you have loved your life. You love your life, the
Yes,
life that you live, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And so it's very important for us to love and to appreciate ourselves, to get to know ourselves and appreciate ourselves. But like we always say on the show, you know,
Yes.
love is a choice, right?
Right.
Yeah, you choose to love yourself and or love God and love country and
Oh, yes.
and love the life that you have led, despite of what it is.
Yes, man. They go large family life. You got the amount of friends and brothers and things where you got with dead. And we also be friends together and we see how the whole family gone. God still pay me life and make idea yet, man. I'm still 94 now, man.
Mr. Ernest Revers, thank you so much for talking with me. Thank you so much for sharing your life experiences with me. And I want to wish you all the best as you move forward, right?
Yes.
You know, and I could tell that you're somebody where love your country and love everything that is in it, because you have lived through a lot of its history. And when we choose to love, you know, we always say Belize and beyond. Thanks for choosing love. Belize Watch. Knowledge of the past, impacting the present, building the future.
Celebration time. It don't matter what part of the jewel you come from. You that you